We've been talking a lot about love as it relates to loving not just your spouse, but loving your community, your neighbor, your city, your country. Acts of love, I've been stressing how important that is. A really critical element in love that lasts is faithfulness. Now, I know we talk about faithfulness as it relates to marriage, but what about faithfulness in terms of showing love for your neighbor, for your workmates, for your community, whatever? In the Hebrew language, faithfulness has a very interesting nuance. It has this mental imagery of the strong arms of an adult male, like me, holding a helpless infant. The message is, he's not going to let that baby fall. He's going to protect that baby. I remember when my first son, Todd, was born 35 years ago. Kathy had just brought him home, and she was having a bit of a rest. And so I was out walking with this little infant, and I was so focused on him. And I was just walking down the sidewalk, and I was so focused on him, I wasn't watching where I was walking, and I tripped. And I lost my balance. And it was interesting, the instinct that just kicked in at that point in time. I did a shoulder roll, up back on my feet, and the little guy didn't even know that I'd fallen. Why? Because I was prepared to break my back to protect him. This is the nuance when we talk about the faithfulness of God. He will not let you fall. Well, similarly, you know, whatever that act of love is, whether it's serving the homeless or doing some act of service in your church community or something special for your spouse or something special for your neighbor, if you are faithful in these acts of love, over time, you're able to build something strong, something solid, something on which not only a life, but ultimately a nation can be built. Faithfulness is the key. You know, I've often said the only thing that grows fast in the world of nature is weeds. With love, you've got to just incrementally, faithfully grind it out. Another nuance in the Hebrew language for faithfulness is it just means you show up for work. Nothing especially romantic about that, but you just keep doing what needs to be done. And over time, a life is built. So when you think about love, think about faithfulness.